This is a video that I did not intend to film this morning, but I realized as I was cleaning up for my camp, you can tell I'm cleaning up, it's Monday morning, that I have not yet done a video to show you the new cling stamps. So let me move. I was in the middle of cleaning them up. I'll move my photopolymer stamps out of the way. And let me kind of back up. I'm going to tell you a couple of different things about the new stamps. So if you've not ordered anything, I've done my Hello Cupcake. It's photopolymer. So in the new Occasions catalog, we have new cling stamps. I have my thing here that is all folded up because it flew back with me from Orlando. But starting in the Occasions catalog, there's two options. There's photopolymer, which this has always been a little bit confusing for people. The photopolymer is what people often would refer to as clear because they're see-through, but the clear referred to the block. So you had a wood block or a clear block. So in the past, when it was red rubber, if you could get wood mount or clear mount. Now we have cling. So unless you're getting the large background stamps and you're in the United States, you can still get those in wood. Otherwise, everything will be mounted on a clear block. There's not a wood option any longer unless you're getting something still from the annual catalog. You can get those. In the Occasion, you don't have the option. So if you love, love, love wood, then you better stock up on some wood stamps from the annual catalog. But I know most of my customers, they like the storage option because they come in the thinner pieces like this. And it's just easier to work with the clear blocks, because once you have your blocks, then you don't have to worry about them. So from now on, there's the photopolymer, which are the see-through, and then there is the cling, which the cling will look just like the clear mount used to look, but I should have gotten one of my old ones, but you know, hang on, let me get one. It'll take me just a second. Like I said, this was spur of the moment, and I decided I better do it before I have to find one before I got everything cleaned up. Here we go. So here is Accented Blooms, which is a red rubber stamp set, and this would be, see, it says clear mount, which that does not mean that they're see-through. It means that you mounted it on a clear mount block. So maybe you never knew that, and now you don't even really need to know it. And I'm infamous for only mounting my stamps as I use them. So if I haven't used them, then they're not mounted. So, where's one I've used? So this is how they were in the past. And you can see there's nothing sticky really about that. There is actually something sticky about mine. If you look really closely, right here in the middle, I have a piece of adhesive. Let me see if I have one that I haven't stuck a piece of adhesive on. Yeah, this one doesn't have anything sticky on it. This is as they come, just like this. So they're just clear. So the way these would work in the past is that you lay these down, and with all of your might, you smash them on there. And for general stamping, they were good. And then it came time to clean them, which when I clean for camp, I usually get this out. And you know, if you still have your old one, it comes in a case. And obviously they don't stick hard enough to clean. So you would try to clean and it wouldn't fall off. And sometimes even, especially right now, like in my house, because we have the heat on, the electric heat, it's super dry in here. Like my skin cracks, it's dry. So, you know, there were all kinds of hacks online, what you could stick, and that's why I had a little piece of snail stuck on mine, just to make it stick. So even, see, it just falls off. So Stampin' Up! Has, for a while, been working on a new system that would hold those on. That's what the cling mount is. So I have this one that I just took off of a stamp, and that was when I thought, oh, I should just film to show you guys, because now I have several people who have ordered them. And you're gonna get them, and they're different, and I want you, before you start putting them together, to know they're different. So see, it's sticky. It's super, super, super sticky. So when you put this on here, it's stuck. And when you go to clean it, it's not coming off. Like, it's on there. So that's good super, super good, but there are a few precautions that you want to use. First, when you go to get them, you'll mount them the same way you've always mounted them with the stickers. This one I just put up. This is the one that I was getting ready to stick in. So they're the same. You'll mount them the same way you've always mounted the red rubber if you've gotten them not on wood. But the thing is, when you go to stick the sticker on here, you get one shot. Like, there's no moving them. Before, you know, if you were kind of watching TV, or your kids came in the room, or your cat jumped on the table and it was a little crooked, you just pulled that sucker right off and you just squished it over. There's no squishing. So I'm not going to even do it right now. I'm not going to do a little video for you, because you know how you do it. You pull these two little things off, you pull the sticker off, and you put it on. You get one shot. Once that little bit touches there, it's stuck, because they're super, super sticky. They made them sticky so they'll stick to the block, but they made them sticky so it's stuck. So once it's on, it's on. It's not coming off. So when you go to originally stick your stickers on, don't stress about it, but that's what you're doing. You're not doing two things at once. You're not watching TV. You're not doing something else. That's what you're doing, because you want them lined up. So once they're on, they're good. And then I'm keeping my stickers, because they do also, they'll stick to the back of this because they're super clingy. So some people are clinging them because you can like cling them to this. You know, our old ones never would have done this. If you picked up your thing of stamps, they would have all fallen out. So you can see I barely put that in there and it's on there. So you have two options. If you do it like that, I've always kept my red rubber, because when you had your red rubber, then when you go to put these back in here, you knew if you had all of your stamps. So I've always kept this piece, because you know, with the photopolymer, you have that little sticker sheet that shows you if they're all in there. With this, I have it. I'm keeping this in here because I don't want them to stick to this. They're easier to pop out if I don't have to use my tool. And then you can see what I did. This is our take your pick tool. It's the spatula end, and all you need to do is, you can see the sticker and you just slide it under there and you pull it up. Now I've read online that people have said that if you leave your your stamps on your blocks for a long time, that they won't come off. Well, I've had these on here since the middle of December, because I had my demonstrator stamp class, or when we had the new Occasions catalog come out, the girls came over and we stamped, and then I just leave the projects that I'm going to do for my customers, I just leave them in the buckets. So to me, it's not going to save any time if I have to take these on and off. So this literally has been stuck on there from since I made the card. So let's say this was one of the first ones I did, so I'm going to say this has been on here since November, probably the middle of November. So we're talking 2 months. But you can see the sticker's under there. So you just got to take the little wedgie thing and you just wedge it under. I'm going to lay it down because it's easier to do it. So you just got to get it so it's under, and once it's under, you just lift it up. So you really kind of do need the spatula tool, and you can see then it's stuck. You don't want them to get dirty. So they do need to go right back into their cases. I'll show you something for you neat freaks. This is going to freak you out, because I'm not a neat freak. If I could back you up and show you my table, you would know I'm not a neat freak. I'm an artist. I blame it on that. This is often what I do. I have in the past just left my stamps, even the red rubber ones, out until I'm ready to put them up. Like, I just fill up one of my giant blocks, and then one day I just clean them all up when the things fall. I'm not going to do that anymore because I don't want these to get dirty. So it is going to cause me to have to take care of these a little bit more than I used to. I'm going to pop this one in here. But these have literally been on here. So it was with a little bit of trepidation this morning, because I've read people say, oh, and you can see those are my dies. You may have seen the video where I run those through. People say that they'd stuck, but I think it's because they're not using something to pull them up. Because I'm going to show you, you can probably find something else in your house if you don't have a take your pick tool. But you can't just pull these up. If you just go to pull them, Some of the bigger ones you can a little bit easier. These little ones will just start to rip the rubber off the sticker because they're that sticky. So you have to have something, I don't know if I can do it without, without laying it on the table. You have to have something that gets it started underneath there. But this thing is perfect. So for January, if you spend $100 on my website and you use my host code, I'm giving you one of these because you are going to need it. And you know, it's good for a zillion other things too. You can use it to pick up all the embellishments. You can use it as a pokey thing. But it's not, it makes it so much easier to get these things off here. And again, this one, most of mine have been on because all of the projects that we did at my camp this week, we'd also done in December, which means I designed them at the end of November, the beginning of December. So they've all been on over a month. So don't worry about them. That's all for that one. Don't worry about them sticking. I would rather leave them on my blocks as opposed to get them dirty. So that's just a preference. If you are a super, super neat freak, you might need to, you might want to just take yours off all the time. For me, class prep, I would rather put them on and have them be. But see, you just wedge your thing under and pull them off. But the nice thing is there's no more needing to figure out any ways to keep these things on there, on your block, because they stay. So you just get this under there and then pull it straight up. So if you're worried about getting them off right away, like there's some kind of time limit, we're going on 2 months. So no time limit. I don't know when stamp sets are new. Here, it's the words. Sometimes I'm like, what goes in here? And that's a lot of reason people ask me on my videos why I double mount my stamps, because I own 5 million blocks. But it's because in November, when I started my demonstrator class, we did maybe 11 projects. And I didn't want to, I still have some of them in buckets because some of them will be projects that my customers do in February. So we'll be going on 3 months for those stamps. But that's why I double mount, because I do have a lot of blocks, but I don't have enough blocks that I can have 11 projects ready in buckets and still have blocks on my table for the stuff I'm working on. So there you go. That's the new cling mount stamps. Remember, if you order $100 on my website, it's Sherry, CHERI.StampItUp.net. Use the host code and I will send you one of these free. It doesn't come in your own personalized little thing. That was a gift from one of my friends. But there's a lot you can do with your tool as well. But that's the new fabulous cling mount stamps. You'll be able to smudge them all over here. You can use them on your other thing. If you still use wet wipes, don't. But if you do, they'll stay on there too. The wet wipes aren't bad on the red rubber, but they're not great for your photopolymer. So that's my spur of the moment video for today. Have a good one. Bye.